So Kate, we just launched her book, Kate DiLeo. Kate is an amazing superstar brand expert. She just got done working with us on our brand and we launched her book. She became a #1 international bestseller, I believe in 3 countries. And she's going to be here and talk about her experience.
Awesome. Welcome, Kate.
Well, hello, my friends. How are you doing?
Good, Kate the rock star. How are you?
I'm well. By the way, I think we all got the memo for kind of the blue-green tones today. So
Yes.
as long as everybody's prepared to wear red tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Love it.
So tell us I love the story. I want you to tell us the story of you were going to be a speaker, right? You started having these speaking gigs, but nothing was paid for. And then we did your book launch. So tell us what happened.
Oh my gosh, you guys were the best. So of course, you decide to start to write a book, and if you're crazy enough like me, you're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write a book. And then you get in the process and you go, how do I market this? Like, how do I actually get it out there? Like, I didn't even think about it when I started writing. So of course, in swoop Jenn and Melanie, who you guys have been tremendous partners for my business. And so what happened for me, and this was just incredible. I was not expecting this. So here we are. We launch our book in July, and this was actually on the hinges of me going on a honeymoon. And so I come back, I said, hey, listen, I'm going to be gone for a week and a half, but good luck. Let's go launch the book. So we come back, I launched the book with you guys, and I get an email a week and a half later after the book hit international bestseller. And by the way, when I say that this book hit international bestseller fast, it did. It hit within, how many days was it, Jenn? Just a few days. It was crazy.
Yeah, 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
So I was going, huh? I was just hoping to sell a couple hundred copies. I'm like, hey, let me call my friends. And you're like, no, hold on. You can do this. So you guys just expanded my confidence on what was possible with this book, which I think was just a profound moment for me of realizing, like, I can do this and this can have a huge impact on the business. So I actually got a call about a week and a half later. And I remember texting you guys because I said, you won't believe this. I was slated to pay my own way, go speak for a 30-minute session at a Premier Marketing conference. And what they say, speakers, listen, you can come, but you have to pay your own way and do that. And so I had some dates on the books, and I said, okay, great. They turned around and offered me to also teach a 4-hour masterclass in 6 cities across the country. And they said, we'll pay your own everything. We'll pay your airfare, we'll pay your hotels, we'll give you a paid stipend for the whole thing. So here I was going from me paying my own way to try and market myself and market my book to my book actually turning into the thing that now pays me to go speak and land clients. It blew my mind, you guys. And it would not have happened had this book had not hit best-selling status.
And people say, well, how soon will I get my money back in my book? Again, please don't get into $2 royalty. You made $30,000.
I did.
The first speech. So
I did.
What ROI is that? Just think about that.
Yeah. The investment that you're making with your book, when you think about it, you're investing your time, you're investing your heart and your soul. Absolutely. But then when you think about even beyond the editing process and then in that marketing process, it's just like any other marketing tactic or sales tactic that you think that you need to deploy for your brand and your business. It's really asking a big ROI question. Ultimately, for me, the ROI was immediate. For me to show up on that stage, knowing that I could teach and share my expertise in person, which, by the way, that method aligned beautifully with the way that I wrote the book, right? I love to teach. That's just me. You guys, I was able to get on that stage and turn around, and I had 2 clients begging to come work with me within a matter of a day.
I love it. And imagine if you only had a book that they said, oh, you're the author of Muting the Megaphone. But now when you speak, you are the international best-selling author of Muting the Megaphone, right? So just that title alone, when they introduce you, is worth more than $30,000, because how much are your clients? Like, clients are paying you now, right? So I think, Kate, you're the ideal client for us, because we want to show others how using your book to build your brand really works.
Right.
Because a lot of authors say, well, I wrote a book and I haven't made any money. Well, you're looking at how many sales you've made, and it isn't about how many sales you've made. And how many books did you even give away at your events? Do you give your books away?
I give nothing away. Do you know what's interesting? And I remember you guys telling me, you thought, you're crazy, Kate. And I thought, well, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't care about book sales. You might be saying, how is Kate on this right now talking with you two? And I say, I don't care about book sales. Let me explain. I know that I want book sales. I know that book sales are an indicator of success for the book. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to sit here and try and turn my entire business into go sell 1 million copies of my book, is that really going to put me in the lane that I need to be doing the work that I do? No. In fact, I do branding for a living. This is what I do. I work with 300 companies globally to help them write brands, right? So you think about it, it is not in my best interest to sit here and sell books. What it is in my best interest is to use the book as a piece of my marketing toolkit that enables me to have a level of status and expertise in the marketplace that says, yes, we're going to have her on this stage. Yes, we're willing to have her. Instead of me applying for stages, they come in. They come ask me. And that for me was the ticket of actual revenue growth.
Yeah.
See, and that kind of chimes in with what Nathan was saying. It's the bigger picture. It's that credibility. It's investing in your brand. It's people saying that title with you every time they announce you on stage, and everywhere you go, you're an international best-selling author, and how that raises the bar, can raise your prices for your products and services as well. It does so many more things than just selling books. And we love that you get that 100% and experienced it just recently.
I mean, it was immediate. It was immediate. You know, talk about, I was thinking, well, maybe I'll feel a result of this 6 months from now. Remember our initial conversation? I said, I'd love to sell 1,000 books in the next, year or two if I'm on how many stages, right? And so here we are, we've blown by those numbers. We've not only had the book sales and by the way, here's the power of your book. So get this. So I'm on these stages. I was in Minneapolis, Boston, and I was in New York, all in the month of August. So just in the last few weeks, right? So I'm out there and I'm doing these master classes that they paid me to go and do. And then I teach a 30-minute workshop. My book sales went through the roof, of course, but what was the coolest part was I didn't really promote it. I mean, I talk about it throughout my talks a little bit, and then I mentioned this in my book. And by the way, this is kind of your guide. And I just had a QR code. I was there to teach, but I had a QR code, you guys, on the final slide. I had how many phones go up to scan that QR code? And I had posts on social media from total strangers tagging me and tagging the book and say, I just heard Kate talk on this and I got her book. You guys need to check it out. Now that was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that social share and the people just, automatic word of mouth advertising through social media, through the international world is just priceless.
It is. If social media is an important part of this, how do you expand how many followers, people who are starting to listen to your voice? Again, our book is supposed to be our proof point that we're the experts in what we say and do.
Yeah. So would you recommend, if someone is started their book, it's been halfway written, partially written, or written, and it's just sitting there, or they're thinking about it, would you recommend for them to do it?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question. In fact, there's no other way to go about this. It's fascinating. I've worked with other publishers. I've talked with other publishers, and you never disparage them. They're all great at what they do. But here's the deal. What sets you guys apart is the fact that you are truly not only just publishing experts, you're marketing experts. And so the ability to help somebody as an author translate, how do I take this thing that's been living up here and actually get it out? And then how do I make up an actual plan to leverage this for my business? And a lot of times publishers will do it the other way around. They just go, here's how you get sales. Well, but that's not necessarily in the best interest of the business. I got to sit down with you guys, and the part of my marketing journey when we did the roadmap, when we did the VIP day, and then when we came up with the plan, is we were able to sit down and then specifically go, here's my specific goals for the business for the next 12 to 24 months. And then you helped me reverse engineer, which that just was so invaluable to say, okay, based on everything else that I got going on, how do I work this into the whole picture of what I'm trying to accomplish?
I love that.
So tell us where to find your book, the name of your book, and where to get it.
Sure. Well, okay, if you are super curious about branding, this idea of how do you build a brand and a message that's going to get more of the right prospects to the right table at the right time, you can certainly check out my website, which is www.katedileo.com. That's Kate, KATEDILEO.com. Or, of course, check it out on Amazon.com. The name of the book is Muting the Megaphone.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Kate. You're a great value add to our live stream today. And we're excited that we were able to work with you as well and getting our branding done.
Oh my gosh, I so appreciate you guys, and can't wait for the next book to work with you.
Yeah, she's got another one coming out. So, and again, it's not about those royalties. It's about how using that book, she made $30,000 in the first 2 weeks. So Shazam, right there. Thanks, Kate.
Thanks so much, guys. Cheers.
Talk to you soon.